Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got some big updates with Star Citizen Alpha 3.24, which is getting very close to our live release, but there's some drama and other big changes with that patch recently. We also have a schedule of what to look forward to for the rest of the week from Star Citizen, but spoilers, it's mostly going to be that roadmap update, as we've been waiting a tangible update for a long time, and this is where it should be, or at least part of it should be. Anyway, we'll come to that in a minute. Star Citizen Alpha 3.24. Let's take a look. CIG have opened 3.24 up to all waves of the PTU. CIG also said they want to thank everyone for kicking the tires on the build. Your participation and feedback so far have been invaluable in helping the dev team short up the patch in preparation for release to the live servers. We hope that we get this one out the door and into your hands shortly. Now, this latest patch, which went out last night, changed a few things. So they removed 32 SCU containers as cargo container options from Outposts. So when you're purchasing stuff there, you're not able to buy 32 SCU cargo containers. You have to buy smaller ones. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think that the 24 or 32 SU cargo containers, 24 or larger, don't fit into elevator outposts, or at least not all elevator outposts. Please correct me if I'm wrong on that. And with that in mind, they've also done a tractor beam balance, so the multi-tool tractor beam has been restricted further to cargo masses less than 24 SCU. And with the dedicated tractor beam, the rotational force for that has been increased for better control is the idea there. So with the multi-tool tractor beam, in the previous patch, they had basically already gone, actually, you're unable to pick up 32 SCU cargo containers anymore. It's 24 or smaller. Basically, now they've reduced that even further, so it has to be smaller than 24 SCU. Now, I think this is for a few reasons. They want to have dedicated tractor beams used more, so ship tractor beams, the larger tractor beam, that sort of stuff. Yeah, have a reason to use them. They want to section out some of the cargo gameplay as well. So you go, well, at Outposts, maybe I only need a multi-tool tractor beam because I can do all the cargo management I need to there. Because that Outpost sort of cargo management is supposed to be at a potentially smaller scale than other places which would have larger cargo elevators and are more protected. They also clearly want to make the multi-tool not the multi-all and just be able to do everything. Yes, it is fiddly compared to what we had previously. I think if you came into the game now though, fresh, you'd be like, oh yeah, it makes sense that the multi-tool can only pick up a certain amount, and that amount isn't a huge sort of cargo container. I am interested to know what other people think about that, but I think that's absolutely fine. I think that works well. I'd signpost up at Outposts the maximum size of sort of containers that those elevators can take. I do think a lot of people are going to be trying to move stuff with the multi-tool tractor beam now and be like, why won't it move it? Well, it's because it's too big and you just didn't know because they didn't inform you beyond the patch notes. I'm sort of interested to know if people think, no, actually just allow me to move my cargo with just the multi-tool tractor beam. It's too much effort to do other stuff, or no, this actually makes a load of sense. There was also a reasonable amount of noise about item banks, which have, since the last patch, been stripped down as they weren't working as intended. Some players like the stripped down version without the sort of draw coming out. It's less faff for them, though. It's just able to jump in and do the stuff they want to do. Some people dislike it. I'm happy to have something that works and is functional, though lack of a proper search function isn't ideal. We should get an updated UI and better functionality for this in the future. Don't think it's going to be coming in the live build for 3.24, at least initially. I think if you hadn't played in the PTU at all, you probably won't care. And you'll be like, okay, yeah, item banks, yeah, they're functional. What's the problem? If you had been playing in the PTU, you'd be upset that you've sort of lost something that you had previously that looked pretty good, but maybe a little fiddly and adding it a little bit of extra faff when sort of dealing with your FPS gear. But again, people that tried that out, tell me what you think, and obviously tell me what you think of item banks now. There were some bug fixes as well. Various cargo fixes. Docking arms should now correctly extend. There were fixes for some missing geometry. They fixed 2 server crashes and a hybrid server crash. They haven't said anything about it in the actual patch notes, but my frame rate seems to be up and the build seems very stable, at least at time that I was trying it. There are still some known issues, that some of which are quite egregious, that Cloud Imperium are trying to solve ASAP. Hangar doors sometimes don't open, trams can desync, AI and NPC spawn issues still occur, like they don't move or they don't spawn properly. Using storage access can block your point of view apparently. Transaction errors when shopping can occur. There are still some issues with the star map and minimap. I thought they had fixed it, but according to other people, because I have not experienced it in the latest patch, the hangar audio bugs are sort of returning where you can hear other people or there's lots of sound. Beyond that though, Alpha 3.24, the current patch actually in a pretty good shape. And I'm expecting a live build for it probably end of next week. They've been running the Blockade Runner mission again with this build, but I haven't jumped in to try those updates out yet, hopefully later today. If that's in a good state and they can get some more of those gameplay blocking bugs dealt with, then I think they're actually probably on track to get 3.24 out to live by the end of the month. That patch is going to be pretty solid, I think, at least on paper. They've got a lot of stuff in there now. Yes, it's been in PTU and testing for ages, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. Fingers crossed, because everything can break. I am expecting a full wipe with this patch now, but we'll have to wait and see. CIG certainly haven't said that yet. Moving on to some other stuff happening this week in Star Citizen. On Wednesday, the 21st of August, we will have a long-awaited update to the roadmap, which will give us, according to CIG, a glimpse of what's to come in the future. We also know that CIG are planning to update the progress tracker as part of this as well, and hopefully give us an update of what we can expect for the rest of the year. We know that they're sort of working towards 1.0 actual commercial release after 4.0. I mean, obviously, at some point after 4.0, there's almost certainly going to be 4.1, 4.2, 4.x patches, but potentially not a 5.0 ever, because they're going to be moving on to 1.0. That's my sort of understanding of it at the moment, and they might give us some inklings of what they've got sort of planned for that. That's my hope anyway. We'll have to wait and see. Thursday, we've got an Inside Star Citizen that's going to be a retrospective look at some of the contributions of Gavin Rothery, the artist responsible for creating more ship concepts than any other concept artist working at or on Star Citizen. I believe this is kind of a ship showdown special, but we might get some inklings at new ships that are being worked on and new ships that might be released soon, as CIG have teased recently what is potentially a new Aegis ship, a new MISC ship, and a new Crusader ship over the last few weeks. And we know they're working on at least 7 unannounced ships. I don't like the term unannounced, actually. It's yet to be announced, not currently revealed. Unannounced makes it sound like they've said there's going to be a ship and then have retracted that, saying there's no longer going to be a ship. There will be no Star Citizen Live this Friday due to its scheduled hiatus. There are some community races going on with Omega Aerosports each day at the moment, with a grand final on Saturday. These guys do regular track days and hangouts as well. Again, follow the links below for more information. The Ship Showdown is on at the moment as well. Be sure to vote each day for your favourite ship in whatever matchup is going on. You can also try and fly those 16 Ship Showdown ships and try Star Citizen for free until the 22nd of August. And there is a sale on, assumedly until the 30th of August actually, where the King of Ships will also be crowned. So those daily matchups where you're voting are continuing until the 30th. Always really interested to know what your favourite ship or ships are and who you think's going to win that ship showdown. If you're going to be at Gamescom this weekend, there are some Bar Citizens around there in Cologne. Yeah, CIG devs are going to have a presence at Gamescom and those Bar Citizens. So yeah, that's this weekend. I believe those venues have limited capacity for the Bar Citizens. Again, you can go to the links below and find out more details of that. Also, CitizenCon, there are still a few tickets available. They did a small restock. If you are desperate to go or to bring a friend, then check that out. Boom! That's it for your updates today. I'm really interested to know what your favourite ship is for the Ship Showdown. Are you going to Gamescom? Are you going to be going to CitizenCon? Are you excited for Alpha 3.24? When do you think it's going to release? Do you think it's actually going to go live by the end of the month / next week? What do you think about the changes to the tractor beams, or at least the multi-tool tractor beam? Are you saddened by the sort of reversion of item banks to be something a bit more basic. Have you been trying out the blockade runner missions in the latest patch, and what do you think of that? Whatever your thoughts or questions, I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Oh, before I go, Tobii eye trackers, they're on sale at the moment until the 10th of September, 20% off. If you're looking to get some high precision head and eye tracking for Star Citizen that is natively supported, then check them out in the links below. You stand at the pearly gates. The winged being there weighs your sins against the weight of a feather. You are found wanting. Not a problem for nordvpn.com/BoredGamer though. Just change your location. Boom! You're in. Bypass your sin. Get nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Probably not a tagline that Nord wants, bypass your sin, but that's what they're getting. Maybe they want one about its added security, privacy, or accessibility. Pah, everyone knows that. You get that at a touch of a button. Click these links below to get great deals on that VPN service. Every month we give away a ship, and this month of August is all about your favourite ships, because it's the ship showdown. My favourite ship is the Mercury Star Runner, and I don't want to give one of those away, but I will. It's a fantastic little multi-role, multi-crew ship. It's got a bit of cargo space, it's got room for a little vehicle, it's got a good amount of firepower, perfect little mission runner. In the future it's going to have data running, it's good for smuggling, it's got lots of secret little hidey holes. I absolutely love this ship. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during August. Also, I would love to know what your favourite ship is. If you would like to further support the channel, consider just commenting or liking, subscribing. That all helps. But also there's the join button under my videos. That goes a huge way to allow us to make daily content on Star Citizen. There's also Patreon, sharing the videos, direct donations. There's links to all of that down below. Thank you so much for watching to the end. You take care and have a great day.